I would argue that all things considered, I'm a generally happy person. Like, eternally optimistic, happy person. Yes, you absolutely see my anger and frustration come out. I've been targeted since 2015. I've been very vocal about this. I've reported this to every um, fake law enforcement agency in the country, local, state, federal, right? If you look up Karen Melton Stewart, she's a 28-year NSA veteran. She sent me a PDF of a private investigative report implicating Lockheed Martin in electromagnetic frequency weapons torture. And no one's investigated this. And she's not the only one who pointed a finger at them. And Lockheed Martin is and was one of my former company's largest clients, right? So I worked for Apex Systems, which is on assignment, stock ticker ASGN. You can look them up. And I was working at a pretty high level within Apex Systems, and I quit on the spot in 2015 when I found out that Rob McGuckin, vice president at the time, who's since moved over to Oxford, I believe, Oxford Staffing, if you want to look into them. I worked for Rob. I quit on the spot in 2015 and started getting targeted immediately after, and it continues today. With the EMF torture, which I think is probably affecting everyone to a certain degree. But again, targeting. If you look into the targeted community, you'll learn a lot more. But so my point is that we have a credible source, Karen Melton Stewart, a 28-year NSA veteran. Everyone can tell me how much you love our veterans and support our troops, but it seems like it's selective support at this point. You can look at Dr. Robert Duncan, who worked for the CIA, also from Connecticut, went to Harvard, and spoke about these weapons, and now he's dead within the last 2 years. Karen Melton Stewart is incapacitated in the last several years, but I have the emails from her and the PDF report, private investigative report implicating Lockheed, and no one's looking into this. This is enough to warrant an investigation. So, am I angry? Yeah, you bet I'm angry. They augmented every human on Earth in the last 20 years with smart dust, nanoparticles, self-assembling technology under the skin, man. Like, yeah, it's pretty frustrating. Am I angry about it? Absolutely. They did this with no consent, and they lied every step of the way. And if you don't think this is going on and you think this is conspiracy theory, you just have to go to Non-Vaxxer 420 and Synergy and No Bullshit Media on Rumble, where they will point you in the direction of all the government websites and the documents and the lectures and all the people who are talking about this in the market share, the deployment, and everything else that's on paper that you can look at financially. That just the experts in the field that are talking about the nanotech and how for 20 years. I posted things online today from 2015 where they're talking about this. So, yeah, am I angry? Absolutely. No doubt about it. Am I a prick? Probably. But generally I'm a pretty happy person. I just think that people should treat each other right. And so when you have a small group of people that control all the world's governments and all the resources and all the science and all the technology and all the weaponry that can be applied physically to us under the skin that we can't see this is going on. You can't see EMF waves, right? You can't see frequency and sound waves, terahertz waves. You can't see them, but it's going on, right? Yeah. So, I don't know. In a way, I kind of agree with you. Like, you see a lot of my frustration come out. I've been speaking loudly for 10 years. A lot of other people aren't here anymore who were speaking out. And people have been speaking out longer, and people are frustrated. And at the end of the day, I think it's mostly encouraging because one by one, we see everybody waking up. We're all on the same side here. Nobody wants their bioweapon tech. Nobody wants it at all. And anyone going along with it is either collecting a paycheck or misinformed. I don't believe that anyone with a conscious, I can't say the word. I don't believe that anyone who's a good person supports their technology and what they're doing under the skin. My phone number, if you want it, is 203-500-6666. You can call anytime. My name is Thomas Kimball. Do I have friends? Yeah, I have people in my life who care about me, they don't want to hear everything that I have to say about what's going on either, And I've lost people in my life, at least from, literally from the fentanyl and the bioweapon and whatever else they've done. But in the sense where I don't, have the same relationships that I did because I took a hard line on speaking out and talking about what is in fact going on. Things that we can look at now on paper that are proven that we couldn't talk about, that I was talking about 10 years ago, but that weren't being received. And now it's just a question of when people decide to accept what they've already told us and are telling us that they've been doing. So, yeah, man, hope that solves the mystery for you.